group one, if you chose this, the green bottle, then this is your reading. And, the first thing that came to me, it seems quite clear, that you are telling yourself stories about money. Or at least that's the caution you may be needing to tell you. That's the caution. So you get story and pleasure. And with the Three of Coins, this is about productivity and creating something with others. But it's in your negative position. So and then you get the Page of Coins as well in the reverse, suggesting that there's a story around money that you might be stuck into your hearts. And I feel like you need to, especially with the King of Swords here and these two queens, you are needing to rewrite the story. So I'm going to suggest to you that you actually do that you write in your journal. What is my story about money? What do I tell myself about money? Even if you take walks or you meditate, just try to meditate on that. What is this current story around money? And what is a new story that I can write? And write that story. Write it down, You have, so that's what I see there. And then representing your energy, is the sun. Maybe it's also about you seeing the beauty of yourself. Maybe you have not been seeing that enough. But I love that you get the sun there. But let me get clarifiers for that top row, right? Because it could be a different message for some, especially with the sun there. Okay. So I really do feel this is a message about what story are you writing for yourself. Are you writing a happy one? Or are you writing an unhappy one? Look, the ghosts and, is it a harmful one or a productive one? But you have the sun here, which I love, representing you. Let me get clarifiers. And the sun that's the sun within you. It's this joyful state that you have access to. And, because of those top cards, I'm feeling like maybe you haven't been seeing that enough, and maybe writing this new story, a sunshine story, is a start for you. And I think with the meditation card, with the Four of Swords, it's about you retreating. If you feel overloaded, retreat. Find ways of retreating, and then write the story from this place of calm. Green is also the color of the heart chakra. So perhaps do some. So I would say you need to be working. This is retreat. Find time for meditation, and from this meditative space, you could even just sit and meditate on your heart, just go into your heart, feel your energy in your heart, and imagine this color around your heart. Just surround yourself with it, but particularly focus in on your heart, and then rewrite that story from that place. But first, write the current story. Own it, because there's so much you can unpack through that. Wow, 2 10s, right? Let me get one for there as well. That one came out. Oh, okay. The sun card. The sun card is at the center here. There's your message. Do things with more joy. Find more pleasure in the mundane things. Find pleasure in the sun. I think that you have much more to be happy for and about than you maybe give yourself credit for. And it starts with yourself. It's about you seeing the beauty within yourself. There might have been some kind of a dark energy, depression even, dear hearts, and that is not an easy thing to overcome. But I feel like your guidance is to focus on the sun. Focus on joyful things. reject things that are not filling you with joy. But I mean, except from those things that are coming from within, because those are things for you to look at and heal from. With the Three of Coins, you get the Ten of Wands, which feels, it suggests something's been burdensome. Something has been burdensome around money. But here, look at you with the King of Swords comes with the Wheel of Fortune, suggesting that there's a change. And I feel that you are guided to take charge of that change by rewriting that story. Here's another thing that I'm feeling. Write the application, write the proposal, write the CV, do the practical things, you know. Don't be so down on yourself that you don't own your experience. The Ten of Wands it's making me think of the Nine of Wands, you know, like negating your own beauty, your own joy, your own worth. There is possibly also this thing of negating your self-worth, you know. Oh gosh, look at that. There is absolutely a chance to start something new and see. When I think about writing your own story, it's you taking charge of your life. I feel you need to be saying, this is a new beginning for me, and here I am creating the life that I want. Of course, we are co-creators, right? But here, to me, this is like a blessing that you're being given. You might have not seen the value of yourself, and here's your chance to rewrite that. But you get two such beautiful cards representing you. So something is so shifting. Maybe some of you might not have felt it yet, but some of you know that. And maybe this is a little bit of past energy, and here you are getting ready to start this new adventure. The Four of Swords is your reminder that when you feel stuck with the Eight of Swords, you withdraw. When you feel stuck, withdraw. Withdraw to that wisdom within. Withdraw to that guidance within. Withdraw to spirit guidance that you have access to. Whether that's through prayer, you don't have to meditate. You don't even have to meditate. You don't even have to pray. You can sit still. You can sit still and just do that heart chakra thing, group one. And then your advice, you get two Queen cards, the Queen of Coins and the Queen of Swords. Writing your new story about money and security. I would love to hear what this means for you, you know. What is the story that you have been writing, and what is this? Oh my goodness. A new story about. So when you are in this meditative state, think about this old perspective and this new perspective, because the Hanged Man is about a new perspective, or it's about creating a new perspective from accepting the old. And so it just kind of acknowledges this need to write down the old and then go into this meditative state, or go for a walk and just maybe do something that shifts that energy and be in this energy of this beautiful heart energy. This is about yourself. In this reading, it's so much about self-love. And look at your dragon, like, just wow. For you, breathing fire for you, group one. And then for those, there's just one other message. For those who feel that you want to write a story, write something, write it. Write it. Let go of the demons and write. You know, but also do this with pleasure. Do you know, don't make it a chore. Right? I always say to people, Ernest Hemingway said this, write drunk, edit sober. Write the crap. Put it down. That's your first step. Okay. And then you have the Queen of Spears showing up again. That's the Queen of Swords. There's this need to cut out this story about money. Group one. It's as simple as that. Your reading is saying, rewrite a story around money. Finish and clear. Okay, group one, going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you. Please, won't you give me your feedback, give me a like. tell others about this reading if you think it will help them, and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, I'd love your comments and your questions. I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back. You chose this purple bottle, and your cards are bees and purification. So there was a bee flying around here when I was choosing the cards. So yeah, I don't know. You know, the bees are so important, right? And they are about productivity as well. You have purification, which is like, well, such a beautiful card. It's the rain coming in to purify the earth and bringing the sun out, bring the sunflowers and the flowers out. Gosh. Okay, let's see how it ties into your reading, which feels a bit heavy, I'll be honest with you. There's a holding on that. There's something that needs to be let go of, right? With the Five of Cups, it's like you are focusing on something that didn't work financially, maybe. And I feel like you are being guided to release that. But also, and I think this is where the purification comes in, there's some deep hurt that you are needing to heal. This is what's working for you. There's some hurt situation. It could be something even like you've always worked so hard, but you find yourself in an unstable position. Or, there's three threes here. Threes. Let me think about these threes. I'm sorry I'm jumping around group 2, but your reading is quite deep in the sense that there's something deep that you are needing to heal, dear hearts. And I always find these readings, these ones, that the painful ones is painful, such a blessing, because they are helping. To me, it says you are so divinely loved that you are being shown this gift of healing. Let me see what I need to look at. And that's what I feel here. I am jumping around. Oh, your reading is... Okay. In some way, you have the Chariot card here in the reverse. In some way, you are reluctant to move forward, reluctant maybe to look at this issue, or maybe you can't see it. And sometimes that's difficult for us to see. And let's hope this reading helps us unpack that, right? Around you there's this joy and celebration, women, friends, family, productivity, not productivity, like enjoying the fruits of your labor. So maybe you are needing to celebrate yourself more. Something didn't work out. I feel like you need to release that. Don't let it be like group 1, the story of the future. Look at this thing where maybe you worked really hard, giving in an organization or whatever, and maybe you lost your job. It could even be in a relationship, and this is you being guided to release that now. Let me see what the other cards say, because this reading is very interesting. There is something about productivity and a needing to purify. And that is, even this smoke helps purify, but maybe you are needing to do some kind of ritual. Let us see. And just so you don't feel too bad, I think this is my reading as well. So, because of the bees, that's my mama trying to give me a message, and you, I think. So here's you, the wounded warrior, feeling wounded. And this is part of the advice. You are maybe not seeing yet how that wounding is actually your healing. It has a message for you, has something beautiful for you. The wound is where the light enters, dear hearts. Just maybe that's what you can say. If this is painful for you, if it's something really painful like the loss of a loved one, a relationship breaking down, loss of a job, keep reminding yourself that the wound is where the light enters. There's something that beautiful that will come out of this. But here you are needing to let go of some wounding, dear hearts. I feel like a part of your guidance is to, maybe you have done this, like, I'm going to say wallowing, but I don't mean that in a bad way. Maybe you've confronted, you've looked, this is also important to look at this fault milk, because that's where we learn from, right? But I think you've learned, you have seen the issue. Okay, you know what the issue is, right? And this is the Three of Swords, the healing that needs to take place. It's these fault things, these things that you felt were lost opportunities, or things that didn't work out the way you anticipated them working out. But behind you is 2 cups. Spilt, the things that have spilt are not milk that has spilt, you can't drink, but milk that is upright, you can. Right? There is something, maybe you wanted 3, or 1 is symbolic of 3, but you have 2. Maybe you wanted a family or a partnership that had 3 aspects, 3 people, but there's actually something beautiful from a partnership of 2. That's just an example, right? And this is you needing to release something now. It's time to end that cycle now. Let it go and take the lessons from it. That's what the 3 spilt milk or spilt wine, spilt blood cups represent, is here it's taking those lessons and finding a way of healing and starting to heal them, right? You'll get the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Coins. And it's around having a balanced perspective. It's around balance. Here's the Hanged Man. Again, Group 1 got it. Group 2, I don't often say this, but maybe you are needing to listen to Group 1's message as well. It's short. There's some things there. Let me think about this. So this healing. Okay. This is what I feel is happening for you, or the opportunity presented to you is now to be able to look at the 3 cups that have spilt, but from a detached perspective. You are seeing them as the wound is where the light enters, and you are rather focusing on your healing and finding balance. And when something happens that might be negative or seen as negative, you're changing it into a lesson. You're saying, aha, I can learn from that. Yes, you might look at it, you might feel the pain of it, but you're learning from that. But there is something in particular, oh my goodness, just look at this. This is that, I spoke about it, kitsugi. I've written about it in one of my blogs, where something broken becomes healed, becomes more beautiful. It's a Japanese art of taking something broken and repairing it with a gold leaf, and it becomes something transformed. Look how this thing that has hurt you is transforming you. The wound is where the light enters, dear hearts, and you're finding such beautiful balance with that. Your energy is the Chariot and the Magician, and what I would say is be where you are. Be where you are. Don't run away from the healing, because sometimes healing can be painful. I feel like you have looked at this, you have maybe focused it on it, and now it's time for you to look at it as part of your healing. Maybe write about it. Journal. I'm talking about journaling about it, because it's helping you access the King of Wands within this person. Maybe it's been that whatever this was made you feel low, have a sense of unworth, Maybe you've been feeling unworthy because of it, or there's a part of you that's been feeling unworthy and you felt stuck. You haven't been able to move forward. I feel like that's going to shift, but it requires you staying with this thing for a while with the healing part of it. And then with the Three of Cups, you have the Hanged Man in reverse. Oh, okay. I feel like this is something's going to help you celebrate. You're going to, it's almost like, I feel like movement's going to happen soon. I'll tell you why. The Chariot is in reverse, right? In your energy. But around you, you have the King of, you have the Hanged Man in reverse, right? Which suggests that you might have been in a feeling stuck. And now, once you have learned and integrated this lesson, once you've owned it, once you started on this path of really owning it and healing it, you can move forward. You'll see the movement forward. You also have the Magician in the reverse here. And I think it's that same message that you are wanting to unlock this within yourself, this, I was going to say change maker energy. You wanting to change your conditions, and that's going to happen. You're going to move from this stalemate, from this place of stuckness to taking charge. Lovely, very nice group 2. And here you get the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness. So here I see this feeling of being betrayed, the feeling of being betrayed, these sleepless nights. You might even have felt betrayed by spirit, by loved ones, by a lover. And the 10 of Swords says the worst is over. The worst is over. You have learned. Now, I feel like the 5 of Swords has a big lesson as well. It's a new, maybe you were very naive in the past. That's part of your healing, is how you become savvy, how you learn to read situations in a more protective way. That's one of your lessons, dear hearts. Please don't worry. I feel like there's a huge change, and look at that. You are moving towards the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, I'm going to, for you, my dear group 2s, let me draw from this beautiful deck. You are moving towards this feeling of being able to fill your own cup. You know, the Ace of Cups can also talk about another coming along. But when we are ready, when we know that we are also capable of filling first our own cup, then we are ready for beautiful love, you know? There's the 4 of Coins again. I'm just going to leave it there because it's that thing of releasing that. I think that's another lesson, that this shift is going to help you open up to blessings, open up to more abundance. And then you get the 10 of Swords. This reminder that the sayonara. I'm out of here. I'm not, I'm learning my lessons and I'm moving to better times now. And being patient with yourself. One more, please. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, beautiful. There's your filling your own cup. And, you know, the Hierophant can be letting go of ideas of right and wrong. Maybe you know, in relationships that might have hurt us, that's, it's understandable, but maybe you are healing enough to be able to release that. And, I think there's more to the Hierophant. I think the Hierophant is also about this, seeing your woundedness, my dear hearts, as beautiful, as something that is going to bring something so beautiful into your life. Oh gosh, but I don't think I need to get more here because you've got all of this, right? 10 of Swords, 7 of Coins. Well, guess that would be there. That's the 7 of coins, being patient with yourself. And what, like, how do you like that? And look at that. It's 2 cups. 2 cups. So maybe bringing in this beautiful new partnership. You know, you could have been rejected in one job and only to walk into another. Like, doing this healing, and then that healing just leads you into the right. And you know what I feel, group 2, that you will look back and say, wow, I am so happy that happened. Okay, dear heart, sending you lots of love and yeah, all the best on this journey. I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Group 3, let's see what your reading has to say. Okay, so you get, as your central theme, love and forgiveness. So I'm thinking there's a relationship that needs forgiveness. With the 4 of Cups there, I feel like maybe somebody's reached out, or you are wanting to reach out. Someone's reached out and you're not forgiving, or you are needing to reach out and offer a hand of forgiveness to bring balance to a situation, to bring peace to yourself. There's a partnership here that needs healing. There's a partnership here that needs healing. There's a partnership here that needs healing. There's something that needs balance. This is you and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Maybe feeling betrayed, maybe feeling hurt, maybe feeling like withholding. And you get the Death card around you. You could be a Scorpio, because that's a card of Scorpio and it's in the reverse. It's like not wanting to end something, dear hearts. The readings have been a bit tough this week, but I think tough is beautiful. Tough is beautiful because the lessons are there. You know, it says that we are being guided. I'm not. It's not. No. Let me just say, tough can also be beautiful. Not that we must be stuck there, but you know this. Let me get clarifiers before I come to the... Okay, 2 wants to come up there. Okay, so let's look at this. You have the 10 of Spears with the glove and forgiveness. So this is the end of a difficult situation. So something is ready to end. That is what I feel. Some negative situation is ready to end. Beneath the deck here, you have Judgment. Absolutely. It's time now to do the roll call, to shift the energy, to call a truce or something like that. You might be dealing with the fire sign, but this is what could be working against you, is you may be rejecting this offer from this King of Wands. Could be a fire. It doesn't have to be, but maybe someone with that energy. Here it's very playful, but these are the Alice in Wonderland. So they're all playful. But here, do you see though this energy of the offer? Maybe you are cross with Spirit or something, and Spirit's offering you something new, and you're saying, hey, to hell with you. But there looks like an offer that you are rejecting. Or maybe an offer you've made, you feel is being rejected. But here you are finding harmony and balance, or being guided to, really. I do feel this is you, especially because you've got the Queen of Cups here as well. Maybe not wanting to see that something is worth celebrating. Very much so is what I feel here. It's time to end a cycle now. And communicate. I do feel you are resisting this. Maybe the other person is also, your partner or whatever, is also resisting it, but there's a need to end the cycle. I really feel that strongly. In your advice, you have the King of Coins with the Seven of Swords. And then you have the Knight of Hedgehogs. So 2 coins. So could this be the need to make a financial offer or speak about something that's regarding finances? Maybe that's the thing that brings about peace and healing, right? It's speaking about it or offering something. And this relationship that is worthy of saving or healing needs a slow and steady approach, is what I feel. You have the 9 of Swords and the 6 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. 6, 7, 9. This is about transition. The 9 of Swords as advice is maybe to write down your dreams, because I think that will help you in dealing with the situation in a constructive way. But I feel you still need to have your protection, right? You need to still be protective. Let's see. Or maybe you are being guided to move away from that now. Let's see. Let me get one more for the 7 of Swords. Or for the Swords. Wow. Having a more open... Wow. You are being guided to have a more healing approach to whatever this is. So there's something about money as well that maybe needs to be spoken about here, or maybe needs to be worked on slowly. You know, oops. Yeah. Maybe just, so that was a core, and I feel like maybe this thing requires some kind of core. There's healing happening. Healing, or this need to bring about healing in a situation. And this happened over the 9 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. I want to get one more for the 7 of Swords. Okay, so the Fool, a new beginning, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so there's healing needed around this sense of a betrayal. Or, you know what? Winner take all. There's a need to relook at that. Am I being hard on you? You know, because it could be you also playing into somebody else's energy. Maybe they are also doing this winner take all, and maybe that's where the communication comes in. But someone's got to start the healing process, right? And I feel like, given that you are watching this reading, you are being guided to take a leap of faith on, you know, it could be an old job that comes back where you maybe weren't happy. It comes back. It's almost saying, like, slowly, steadily, you're rebuilding that. There's a rebuilding of trust here. There's a rebuilding of trust. And I think that you are being guided to jump. Let me leave it there, group 3. If this is right for you, you will know it. And I'd love to get your feedback. I'd love to get your input, your questions, and your comments. And I'll chat with you again soon. All the best with this group 3. Bye.